Welcome to Late Star Piano. My name is Josh LaFleur. Today we're going to be taking a very simple melody, Can't Help Falling in Love with You, and transposing that into a bunch of different keys. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks about how I do this quickly so that you can also do some transposition that will help you play in all 12 keys later down the road and to not be afraid of playing in any of those keys. So if you don't know, here's a melody. You got my cat serenading you in the back, so even better. So that's the melody, right? Made famous by Elvis. And the good thing about it is it's all diatonic, meaning it uses all the notes from the scale. So we were in C major in that example, and we played only white notes. I'm playing it a little bit faster. I could play it slower so that the rhythm kind of matches better. But I just want to show you this quickly here. So that was C major. Those were all the diatonic. We can also take this and go to F. Very simple. How about something not related at all, like E major? One more, how about D flat major? And I did those so quickly, not because I have this written out somewhere or because I planned which key signatures I'm using, but I can do it so quickly because one is diatonic, meaning you can give each of those melody notes a number. And once you know the numbers, you can apply those to all the other keys, knowing or with the prerequisite that you know your scales. If you don't know your scales and you don't know the scale degrees that belong to each key signature, then you can't do this. But if you know all of your 12 major scales, you can do exactly what I'm doing now and just assign each of those melody notes a specific number. You can take those numbers and put them into different keys. The other reason why I can do this so quickly is because once you get to this part, this descent, you're literally just going up the scale. So in the example of that C major, we're just down here on the G, and then we're going up different scale degrees. Right, so we're just going, here's the 5 down here. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Those are the scale degrees. So you're just going up the scale. So again, once you know your scales for all of these key signatures, you can do the same exact thing. Right? For each of those different scales. And another cool thing about this as well, besides knowing the finger numbers, besides doing that, besides also just going up the scale degrees for each of these, you can also have a pivot point in this example, because on each of these, we're just going up to a fourth. So if you think of the beginning, the way we did this, let's do it in F this time. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. So we went up to the 4, and then we started descending. Then for this part, the 4th degree again, 3, 2, 1. So now you have a landmark. So now you know once you get to the 4, when you're descending, even at the beginning of this piece, then it's time to go back down. Then when you go up this way, same thing. Here's the 4th, then that's a sign for you to go back down. So man, cat's getting feisty. It's getting feisty. But anyway, so that's another reason why. Once you know your scale degrees again, you can unlock these patterns. Once you know you hit the 4th scale degree, then you can start going back down in both of those examples, at the beginning of the melody and at the end of the melody as well. So hope that helps. We can do one more example. How about D major? So here's the 1, 5, just going up the scale degrees. There's the 4, so I know I'm going back down. And then here's the 5 down here. I'm just going up diatonically. Here's the 4. And then we're at the 1, D major. So as you can see, you can do this pretty quickly once you know what it is that you're doing. Once you know what you're doing, you can go ahead and make up these different things. And that's just one melody. And we only did the right hand. So what you could also do is you could work on the actual chords. And so on and so forth. And you can change those as well. I would just recommend doing the beginning for now, because you just do the 1 chord, then the 3 chord, which would be E minor, and then the 6. And you can change here as well if you want to play the 4. But you could even do that. So say we're back in E major. We'll move up here a little bit. Start on the 1. Then the 3 chord of E major is what? Well, 1, 2, 3. G sharp minor. And then the 6th chord is C sharp. So already you can hear the similarity. That sounds pretty much like this, right? And again, we're just transposing. I would start with the melody. Once you get that down first, you understand the different scale degrees, how they relate to one another. Then you can start thinking about the chords that make up each of those scale degrees. Then you can add in the left hand after that. But hope that helps. Just trying to show you how to transpose, think of the different numbers, thinking of different patterns, thinking of the scales that we found in each of those, thinking about those landmarks. So once you hit the 4, that's when you go back down, right, for each of those. And so on and so forth. Those are just some tips and tricks that I use to help me when I'm transposing. Hopefully they help you as well. Again, I am offering lessons right now via Zoom. To get started with those, send me an email. Link is down below. You can also get my free PDF. It has 34 essential tips for the adult beginner piano player to get you playing piano as fast as humanly possible. That is completely for free. Again, link to that is down below. My name is Josh, and have a great rest of your day.